Friends, today we will see the fundamental parameters of antenna radiation pattern part 2. Here we already saw the different radiation patterns over there, and based on the different radiation pattern, the amplitude radiation pattern we need to be understand. So there are two class of this radiation pattern. One is called as the field pattern and another one is called as the power pattern. A field pattern is the plot of the field, either electric E or magnetic H on a linear scale, whereas the power pattern is the plot of the power proportional to the either electric field E square or the magnetic field H square on a linear or the decibel scale over there. Now based on this one, there are three different patterns we get it. These are called as a normalized pattern over there. The first part is the field pattern in linear scale, where the total power with respect to that, the 0.5 amount of power we are taking one, and this is the reference we are taking one half of the total power in a field pattern linear scale. Whereas the power pattern in that, we are taking it the amount of the total power with respect to that 1 by root 2. We are getting on the amount of the point towards the left hand side, 0.707 and 0.707 towards the right hand side, and this is the particular 1 by root 2 power we are taking one over there, and this is normally called as half of the power over there. So it's a power pattern in linear scale. Half of the power in terms of the decibel is represented by the 3 dB below level. So we are taking it minus 3 dB to the maximum of that in both the direction, and in all these three cases we are getting it the half power beamwidth, half power beamwidth and a half power beamwidth. So all three pattern gives us the same beamwidth over there. In practice, the 3D pattern is measured and recorded in a series of 2D pattern. However, for most practical applications, a few plot of the pattern theta phi is equal to constant plus plot of the pattern phi theta is equal to constant. Some antenna, depending on their geometry and also observation distance, may have only one, two or all three components. In general, the magnitude of the total electric field would be determinant value of E is equal to under root of ER square, determinant value of ER square plus determinant value of E theta square plus determinant value of E phi square. Radiation pattern in that, there are different components available over there. So these components are normally called as the lobe. Various patterns referred to as a lobe, which may be subclassified as a major or main lobe. The radiation lobe containing the direction of the maximum radiation. Minor lobe, any lobe except a major lobe which is the undesirable as such. Side lobe, a radiation lobe in any direction other than the intended lobe, which is called as a side lobe level. In most radar system, the low SLL is very important to minimize the false target indication, or even though in normally to avoid the interference we require the SLL minimum one. Back lobe, a radiation lobe whose axis makes an angle of approximately 180 degree with respect to the beam of an antenna, which is normally called as a front to back ratio. So this is the plot which are mentioned over there. So the maximum directivity or radiation intensity available along the z-axis, and here half of that maximum level which is shown here, half power beamwidth. This is the null to null beamwidth we are getting on. These are the minor lobes, these are the side lobe and the back lobe. In Cartesian components over there, the same plot we are getting was with the maximum major lobe, minor lobe, side lobe and the back lobe. So here half power beamwidth can be calculated as a theta HP left hand side minus theta HP right hand side. So this is the determinant value of all, and we get it the total half power beamwidth. Then this is the two directional pattern we are getting one for the dipole, where the actual theta value is moving on from 0 to pi in this direction and in this direction also, over the plot of 0 to 2 pi, where phi is equal to the 0 to 2 pi. Isotropic pattern, it is the theoretical antenna where the lossless antenna having equal radiation in all direction, and we get it the equal amount of the radiation pattern in all directions. So their pattern is the circle one along the particular antenna. Although it is ideal or not physically realizable, it is often taken as a reference for expressing the directive properties of actual antenna. So gain and directivity is equal to 1 for all directional radiator. dBi is the isotropic level, we get it. This is another unit to measure the amount of power. So it is the dBi. The example is 2.5 dBi. They are used only as a theoretical or mathematical reference. They do not exist in the real world. So practically this is not possible at all. Directional pattern. Directional pattern in that the property of radiating or receiving EM waves more effectively in some particular direction than in other one. So we already mentioned in a earlier radiation pattern that the antenna radiate the maximum amount of the energy in a particular one direction, right? So this is what we call the radiation property of the specified antenna. So the reference is specifically the half wave dipole, where in that case the gain and directivity is maximum one for the directional antenna. So it is the greater than the gain and directivity of the isotropic antenna. So here the gain and directivity of directional antenna definitely more than the gain and directivity of the isotropic antenna. Then this is a plot of a dipole antenna where the compare with the isotropic pattern. So here the isotropic pattern where it spread the equal amount of power in all direction with respect to this point, whereas the directional pattern in that the particular maximum amount of energy will be available in a blue zone in either direction of the specified antenna over there, and this is the maximum directivity, maximum gain we are getting one in this particular direction in the E plane. Omnidirectional pattern. Omnidirectional pattern is nothing but it is defined as an antenna having an essentially non-directional pattern in a given plane and a directional pattern in any orthogonal plane. Generally, in practice, to get the idea about the radiation property of antenna, only E and H plane pattern are sufficient one. There is no need to observe the three-dimensional pattern. So normally the E and H plane pattern are also called as the principal pattern in a omnidirectional antenna. And here these all patterns, omnidirectional pattern we are getting on over there, where the z-axis, the location of antenna is available, observer point is here at a distance of r, and it having some angle of phi along the x-axis, it having the angle along the z, theta along the z-axis, and electric field is related with the theta and the magnetic field is related with the h component. And omnidirectional pattern is a special type of directional pattern. Okay, thank you very much.